Where are all of my 90s kids? Please tell me you're not doing this. What, really? You're being every cliche person who feels empowered just by the fact that they were born on a specific date. Like that told something about who you are, or what are your values, or what are your skills. That doesn't mean anything. Shh. You are not taking away my 90s pride. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome back to LittleDewDroplets. My name is Stu. And the other day I was reading this really cool analysis of the millennial generation. You know, the generation of us kids who just seem to be out for the blood of every single corporate entity. And I got this really big, almost uncontrollable urge to check if I still have all of the things from my childhood on the 90s. Or at least the ones that I used to love the most. So I recruited my dad to help me in the exploration of that uncharted, unforgiving territory that is my storage cupboard. And we came out alive, and with treasures. Isn't it beautiful? The 90s, man, we had cool toys. Look at this thing! I used to love this so much. And the best part is, I still have stories. It looks like maybe 2 or 3 stories tops though. And I'm pretty sure I had a lot more. But, you know, at least something survived. If you were too young to remember what this was, basically you would put it like a visor and you would put one of the circles in this part. I'm just gonna show you. No, actually, forget it, I won't show you. This is sealed and pretty dusty, so I would not want to put it on my face right now. But you would put this in here, and then you would click this, and you would have different images in your eyes. Which, you know, we have TV, but these were still cool. But what really kills me about this one is that I have a very strong and very happy memory link with it. I strongly remember waking up one day, one random day, and discovering that I had 3 or 4 new stories for that toy. And I strongly remember asking my parents if they had gotten me new stories, and them saying that they hadn't. So for years, I believed that some random night goblins or fairies or something had entered my house at night and left me new toys. And it's a thought that made me so happy for so long. Of course, nowadays I understand that it's probably that they forgot or that they wanted to keep it mystical for me, but it made me happy for a long time. Now what I have here. Okay, first of all, the container is of an off-brand Play-Doh thing, which let's take a minute to honor Play-Doh here because it was awesome. But what I had inside were these beautiful gems, which I'm not sure how they call them in your country, but we called it tassels. These ones that I just found are all Pokemon related, but there were a ton of different themes. Because they used to come in like chip packages and they were only available for a certain time because they were part of promotions. And if you want oh my god! I have one! I have a winning! Oh my god, I have a winning tassel. Why didn't I use it? You would be able to exchange it plus a little bit of money for some toy or something. It really depended on what was the thing that this was supposed to be promoting. And I remember that at one point this girl made history on Reese's because she bought a packet of chips and she got 2 tassels, which was already rare. But both of them were also winning tassels, which, I don't know, it must have happened once in a million times. But yeah, let's check what other tassels I had because I'm pretty sure I had some really cool ones. Wait, you heard that? That was metal. This thing had my metal tassels because I remember them. I had metal tassels. Oh, there was this collection. It was the dog collection. I'm pretty sure you had it. It's somewhere. I mean, this doesn't sound very original to my country, but they're just so cute. They were like these really cute pictures of dogs taken from up close. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, you guys. I'm just flashing you pictures of dogs, basically. I love dogs. Because I have a soul. Who doesn't love dogs? I had some SpongeBob ones too, and these are actually getting kind of rusty. You can see it in like the corners and part of them, but they were so chromy. They were shiny. The dog ones were metally, but they weren't shiny. But these ones were amazing. Then I found this, which might look like a nondescript box, but I would recognize that sound anywhere. These are definitely my tonas. Ooh! I wasn't expecting this, guys, actually. I was only expecting tolas. They also came in chip packages, and they were also part of marketing campaigns. And all of the ones that I have are Digimon based. I used to love these ones, the transparent ones. They were so coveted. As were these ones, which don't look like much, but they are actually glow in the dark. I don't know if they still glow in the dark though, seeing as they spent years and years just locked up in a box inside of a hellish cupboard. I highly doubt it. But I also found this, guys, which I'm super excited about because I thought I didn't have them anymore, and they were so cute and I like them a lot. I was obsessed with these ones, the ones that are all clear and like one color without streaks, because the most common ones were the streaked ones. Yeah, these ones. They are cool, they are nice, but I just really always preferred the ones that were, you know, clear and they don't have the toothpaste streaks. They look like toothpaste. I remember how much I used to play with this because it was a game. The idea was that you would put one of them in front of you in the floor and the other person would walk in a straight line and place another one in front of them, and you would try to flick him just with this finger, like just doing this. You would try to make it bump onto the other guy's dola. If you managed to crush it, that meant that you could keep both of them. And if the other person managed to crush yours, then that meant that they could keep yours. Let me tell you, the feeling of going home from school with a bag of new tolas that you didn't have in the morning was amazing. It was one of the best parts of school. Guys, sticker albums. The amount of money that I spent on sticker albums while I was growing up. I had a Harry Potter one, I had a Barbie one, I had a Mulan one, and I had this one, which is, to the day, one of my biggest ever frustrations. I have every single sticker in this album, except for one. And I'm pretty sure that if I check the number I think it is, I'm gonna find it empty, because that's how big the trauma was. Now, you have no reason to believe me, but I haven't checked this in years. But I'm pretty positive that the sticker I never got was the number 120. Flipping! There it is! There it is! You wanna know why I was so sure? You wanna know why I never healed? Because one of my friends used to have an extra copy of it, and she promised that she would give it to me because she knew how much I wanted it. And when I went to her house, I found it pasted on her closet. She promised, and she had an extra one, and I still, to this day, couldn't complete my flipping album because of one flipping sticker that I could have gotten from a flipping friend. Okay, now, I've calmed down. I'm still really upset about that, understandably. But without much more to do with this sort of memory lane that I've been walking on, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, because that's the reason why it was invented. And don't be afraid to leave your comments down below if you want to go on a sort of nostalgia trip of your own. I post videos every Thursday, so if you like this, you should subscribe, because that way you don't have to remember that. YouTube will remind you. As for myself, I wish you a very good day, or afternoon, or night, or whatever time it is when you're watching this, and I will see you next time. Bye! The idea... Whoop! Just flick him?